I just got the script through the post from my agent, like you do. And then I went to meet with Marc and Gina, Marc Evans, the director, and Gina Carter, the producer. I'm your kind of classic movie drifter, I suppose, who flies into this remote town. You don't know much about him. You don't know why he's there. You know that he's pretty isolated. He gives a lift to a young girl, and without ruining the story of the film, he winds up in the town that that young girl comes from and forms a relationship with her mother and the woman who lives next door to her mother. But her mother is an adult autistic, which is played by Sigourney Weaver, and the woman next door, he has a rather more intimate relationship with. She's Carrie-Anne Moss. And it's really about the working out of that triangle and the way that the three of them interact with the small community that the story takes place in, which in this case is Wawa in northern Ontario. Mm-hmm. Well, Marc Evans was saying the other day when we were shooting, he said, you two are like an old married couple. And in a way that's, there's never going to be a physical relationship between them because there couldn't be, but they do, there's a lot of trust in a weird way. Well, it's a very strange experience. I mean, she's done so much work and research and is brilliantly convincing. And I have deliberately done none. And one of the things, which I suppose is, it's hard to deal with, but it's also quite freeing to deal with, is the fact that she doesn't make eye contact. So when she speaks to you, she's speaking to here somewhere or off somewhere. Huge intelligence, hears things in a very selective way, but doesn't make eye contact. I've tried to keep myself as ignorant as possible because Alex, the character I play, is, you know, he knocks on a door and it's opened by a woman who's autistic. He doesn't know that until somebody puts a name to it. It's just this rather unpredictable behavior. I think what the thing is, we're all on a graph of autism. Frankly, I recognize things in the rules of autism, which are things that I do. You know, any kind of little obsessive behavior or repetitious things, or you know, if you rearrange all the things on top of your piece of furniture and make them line up, that's pretty autistic. I like it. It's, you know, you don't have to travel far to work. You're filming sort of just outside the door, or 1 minute down the road or something, and you're very focused on the work because there's nothing to do. We had a freak period of 13 days of unbroken sunshine, which on the face of it, with a film called Snow Cake, you might think would be a problem, but the special effects people and the snow pourer downers and the wheelbarrows full of it that had been collected from gardens and kept in storage came out by the truckload and were dumped on gardens. And the mixture of snow and slush and sunshine, I think it's been much better for the film, and because I think it gives it a visual lightness that it really will benefit. You know, this has been a real labour of love, this film, and it just goes to show what you can achieve when enough people get their energies together and really commit to a piece of writing that has a real story to tell. I mean, Angela has a 9-year-old autistic son, but she hasn't been indulgent about that. She's moved that story to an adult autistic. I think that's something that none of us know much about. So it's going to be an education to people on one level, but it's hugely entertaining and very funny and touching as well. And of course, what you don't know is that I've had the benefit of being surrounded by a really fantastic crew. And I know actors always say that, but in this case, it really is true. And so there's a lot of love being poured into this piece of work.